Folks, do not buy a FIMI product or a, what do they call it, Xiaomi, Xiaomi, and I'll tell you why. Just a little background. I've got a commercial rating in airplanes and helicopters, plenty of flight time in each. I know what I'm doing as far as flying. I've got this drone. It's great to fly, you know, for filming my son or just otherwise. Except this last flight, and I've only flown this thing probably less than 20 times. You can see the battery. What happened? Basically, I was flying it north. I'm in my house now. I launched it in the backyard, and I was flying just line of sight. And it was northwest of here, probably on the 345 radial, 350 radial. And I was just flying from the west to the east, just kind of slow. And all of a sudden it just stopped on its own going forward. I still had forward in, and it just descended. So I hit the home switch as soon as I could, and I held the controller up, the antennas, and it just descended out of sight. I thought, what the heck? So I waited around for a little bit to see maybe if it would return to home, and it never did show up. So I got my son, and we quickly got my Grand Cherokee and did an expanding square search for it. Couldn't find it. So I got back to the house, and I noticed I had the lat long still on the app, and the video had dropped out. Otherwise I would have maybe have seen where it went down, but the video dropped out. It was about between 1,000 and 1,500 feet away that I thought it was when we were searching for it. So my son and I, we couldn't find it. We did an expanding square. I came back here and I noticed the lat long, they were out to like 8 and 10 decimal places. So I put them in Google Maps, and boom, I went out. I did the distance from my backyard. It was 1,250 feet. And I put it on this video, but I'm not really good at YouTubing or vlogging. But so I put my shoes on and I went for a walk. Right where it said it was, I saw the strobe in the middle of the street. So this flight was this is a twilight flight. I had my strobe on. It was about 17:12 in the afternoon. So I quickly got the strobe light, and this battery was in the road. So bad news there. Obviously something ran over this. This is where the drone was kicked. The drone was obviously run over and kicked into the median of the street where I found. Never did find this propeller right here. This one does not spin freely. This one does not. These do. All three of them do. I tried plugging in the USB to this right here to download the black box information as FIMI requested, but I couldn't get it. That wouldn't power from the computer, and I didn't have a good battery for it. But dealing with FIMI has been a nightmare. They at first said they would repair it, but then they said they wouldn't. I had to ship it there. They'd give me a quote for repair, then I'd have to repair it and then pay for shipping back. And I told them I had less than 10 hours of flight time on this. I can count the number of times I've flown it. Twice in Bellevue, 4 times in Kirkland, the ice caves, Monte Cristo hike, and probably 8 to 10 flights in my backyard. And I had just done a compass calibration a flight or two before this one. So this drone malfunctioned. So if you want to gamble with your money and buy a $500 drone, not knowing if it's going to come back or not or malfunction on its own, buy a FIMI product or buy a Xiaomi product. But I would not buy a FIMI or Xiaomi product. I don't care what model, what make it is. Do not buy it. They are terrible to work with. I've bought great products before, not caring about the sales and support because the product was great. And I've bought some mediocre products before because the service and support was so fantastic. But neither the sales or support or this product is anything but terrible. And it's a risk of your money. Thank you.